So good Wednesday to all of you. I find this the best way I talk with God is sometimes when I take a good long walk. In the stay-at-home times that we're in and the isolation, walking has become more needed for me than ever. My wife and I now, we have a 3-mile walk. We walk all the way up to the church, over through town and back. And it's just something healing about it. I want to talk about 2 scripture passages that talk about walking and what it means to me. We're all very familiar with Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. The psalmist talks about walking through the valley of the shadow of death. For nearly a decade, I was part of a program that met at Avila Retreat Center over in Durham. For a decade, I was a part of that. And so, as you can imagine, over a decade of time, there were some good days, but there were also some very, very bad days. Some days where I wondered about God and wondered about life and wondered how I was going to get through it. And at Avila, down on the bottom, there was a meadow. And I would walk that at times and just walk it and walk it and walk it, crying out to God at certain times. But then there were later years where I would walk and walk and walk that very same path. And I realized how I was in a completely different place. That place where at one time had seemed so dark and foreboding and uncertain was now a place of relief and celebration and thanksgiving to God. And so that memory carried me in so many ways. It reminded me, as the psalmist says, his goodness and mercy, they follow us all the days of our life. I don't know how it is for you these days, but these are times for many uncertain causes and many uncertain facts in life. We wonder how long, oh Lord, this virus is going to go on. I want to share one other scripture. Again, a very familiar passage. In Isaiah 40, it says, for those who wait upon the Lord, they shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. I don't know about you, but I love to soar like the eagles, don't we all? Or even just to run, and I want to run right on past all that's going on right now. But you know, some days right now, just to be able to walk and not faint, to get up each morning and be thankful for the gifts of each day, to know that we are healthy, to know that God is still in charge, to walk and not faint can be a real gift in and of itself. So I invite you to consider where you are right now. You are alive. You are healthy. You're still in God's hands. And so we walk, we don't faint, and just to live for each day is daily bread that God gives us. So whether you're walking through what seems like a valley of shadow of death, or maybe you're soaring like eagles, and I hope you are, or wherever you are, keep on walking. Keep on walking. And today, maybe get out and take a walk. And when you do, look up to the heavens and say, thank you, God, that you've given me another day of life and another day of love. And that's a lot to give thanks for. And so may it be for your day today.